This video review is brought to you by BigBadToyStore.com. BigBadToyStore.com, your #1 source for toys. Welcome to the video review of Transformers Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron. Galvatron does come with one accessory, and that is his cannon. Now, if you remember the box art, or if you've seen the box art or any of the pictures, you will know that the tire here on the cannon is actually painted black, while the rest of the cannon is in gray. As you can see, that didn't make it to production. It comes with a very large missile that shoots maybe a foot, and that's it. That's all the cannon does. It's not incorporated into the vehicle mode at all. That's just it. Okay, put that off to the side. Sorry guys, I am very tired. It was a very long night with a crying baby. So, the figure itself. It actually doesn't look too bad up front. Very Cybertronian, a mix of just Cybertronian bits and human technology. The overall blue on gray with the gold aesthetic works really well, though the backpack is a little bit annoying, and the vehicle mode is pretty much housed entirely on his backpack and behind the legs. The kibble does make the figure suffer from poseability a bit, but he does actually have some decent poseability. He is top-heavy, so you do have these nice fold-out heels. Feet are on several different gimbals, or bulge or joints. So we've got a hinge joint here at the upper ankle, a hinge at the lower ankle. His knee is actually located in his thigh for transformation reasons. Then his hips are... There are three different joints here. There is a ratchet for for forward and back. There is a hinge for out and in, and there's a swivel for side to side. No torso articulation. Shoulders are on a series of ratchets for forward and back, a swivel for out and in, swivel for around, double hinged at the elbow for the transformation, and head is on a ball joint, though it is somewhat limited by his face. The figure does have light piping in the back of his head, but it is a very small amount. You can see that little blue tinge right there, though he has a nice yellowing around the eyes and this blue in the top of his head. But the overall look of the face sculpt is one of a very angry goat. In fact, it looks like the demon goat from Goat Simulator for some reason. I don't think that was intentional. Overall, though, I'm not a huge fan of the face sculpt. It is very well detailed, but it's all one solid color, so you lose all that detailing. Galvatron's transformation is very simple, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it's going to be, but his entire backpack is a shell for the cab, and then his legs transform very easily. Flip up the heels into the bottom of his feet, turn the legs so that the shins are pointing in towards the figure and the wheels are pointing out. Flip the feet up into the shins and then just sandwich the feet together using the back of the heels or the middle of the feet as connector points. They don't really want to stay together, but they can deal. Take the arms and fold the arms up like that. Then take the backpack and swing it down from the figure. And you see there's a hinge here, and the hinge you want to swing all the way back until it hits this little piece of plastic. It's very hard to see, but there's a little piece of plastic raised up behind the hinge on the backpack. Then lift the canopy top, and then the entire backpack will open up like this, and it will hinge and snap into place. Then take the head and fold the head up into the chest cavity. Fold the arms up behind the head. And this is actually the hardest part of the transformation, is just getting these arms up without breaking anything or hitting anything. And there are a couple of ways you could do that. But it doesn't really matter if you break the cab. It'll snap right back into place. Once you've got the arms folded up like that, bring the cab over and down. Then flip the wheels down, like so, and make sure these feet are connected again, and flip out these panels from the back wheels, and that's it. That's the transformation. And that's it. That's the transformation. very easy once you get the hang of it. I like this truck mode a lot. I think the truck mode is really neat. It's very cool. The back doesn't stay together all that well, but oh well. You do have a lot of robot kibble visible, especially here in the back of the truck. But overall, it's a solid truck mode. I just wish it was darker. The lightish gray here is not what we're going to see in the movie. I believe he's black in the movie. Nothing a little paint won't fix. You can sort of wield the gun in this mode. There is a hole on the top of the cab that only this one peg will fit, so you could drive around looking like a ice cream truck of destruction. I guess that's what you can do, but I prefer to just leave it and put it off to the side, or just have it stick out the back like that. You can just rest it on the back. I think that works a little better. I guess you can just have it sit there. Just have it sit out the back. That just works better. But truck mode's solid. Overall, Voyager class Galvatron from Age of Extinction is okay, but it's kind of boring if I'm honest. It's not great. The robot mode is very lackluster, and the reason I say that is because it's pretty much all gray. There's no defining feature that actually makes him Galvatron in my eyes. There's no purple. I'm pretty sure Leonard Nimoy is not going to be doing the voice for him, and he's just kind of boring. It's not a bad toy by any stretch of the imagination. It's just kind of dull. I have to give the engineers credit, though. The flat pack IKEA-esque transformation for the cab is actually a very good idea. The engineers should be given thumbs up for that. I just don't like the color of the figure. And I think he actually looks better as if he's going to box. I actually think he looks pretty cool as you're trying to pose him to be a boxer. That works. That's actually a really nifty pose, in my opinion. Like I said, overall, it's an interesting figure, but it's not a terribly fun or dynamic figure. It's just a bunch of gray with blue highlights, and that's kind of sad. So, guys, we don't know anything about him in the movie, so I really can't say anything else other than the figure really needs some better paint. So as usual, I'm Baltmatrix. This has been the video review of Transformers Voyager class Age of Extinction Galvatron, and I'll catch you next time.